as you can see with the winter months, it's slowed down a little bit. Only a total of 5 permits issued, 6 complaints, 1 certificate of occupancy was issued. Jake finished working on the stormwater management plan, which is this big binder right here. I want to thank him for his help on that. He's looking forward to fully passing it to me, but I will most definitely still be in his brain for all that information at times.
I'll make sure you heard that part about how good I was.
Yeah. I was trying to stay quiet, but it didn't work. You know, same thing, was still working on some of those old permits. Brittany Wood subdivision, pretty close to being done. Just weather dependent stuff that, you know, they obviously have to wait till spring. Greenbrier Crossing is working on site work. They have several basements and foundations in right now, so they're moving forward pretty quickly. They're also going to be going to the ZBA this month for phase 2. This is ahead of schedule due to the popularity and demand for the housing. They have multiple units sold already, and they're going to be about a year ahead of schedule on this because they've got so many units sold already.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's coming in Country Manor. They're also working diligently on fixing up their violations. A lot of their stuff is also weather dependent, so you know they're waiting for the warmer weather. Citizens Bank is moving right along with their remodel. They should be hopefully opening up within the next several weeks.
Okay, then I was wondering, a couple of people were asking me, and I couldn't really tell them when it was going to be finished.
Yeah, they're hoping within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, they're moving diligently, working diligently on that. Connected Bank is also going to be closing. I think I reported that before, for a full remodel and addition, kind of what Citizens Bank has done. And Jake and I will be gone from March 14th through the 16th for our annual state training for building inspector code enforcement stuff. He's not getting out of it. So we'll be gone most of the week for that. So I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions?
Who's in charge?
What's that?
Who's in charge?
Country Manor, how are they doing? Are they moving along? Probably a lot of basement stuff at this point can't be done.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A lot of it's weather dependent. The foundation issues they can't get done. They're doing inside stuff, but it's slow moving because they have to issue. They have to have the people vacate the apartments, the eviction notices. So it's going a little bit slower than what they wanted. I have been getting a lot of complaints because they are going to be raising the rents there. So I've had a lot of calls about that. It's obviously nothing we can do. We don't have a say in any of that. So yeah, but yeah, they've been working diligently. Even just a few weeks ago when we had a break in the weather and got it up to 50, they got their new pool cover in and had somebody come and install that versus just tarps.
I know, but it's too bad it had to get to that point.
Yeah, but the new owners have so far stuck to their words, and they're doing well.
That's good news.
Yeah.
That is good news.
Hopefully it continues.
The permits, what were most of them go, especially in the winter, what were the permits for?
The new ones, like the 5 that were just issued, a lot of them were for like Greenbrier, Citizens Bank, remodels.
Oh, okay, so not residential.
No,
At this point.
no, not a ton. Some minor residential, electrical, stuff like that is going on.
Just wondered.
Yeah. There actually is, real quick, a couple other developments coming in that we're working on down Street. That's going to the ZBA. Yeah. There's going to be 4 parcels getting merged into one. That's going to ZBA as well this month. I did forget to put that in the report, sorry. So you'll see that coming down the line too.
Is it Donovan Street?
What's that?
At Donovan Street?
Yeah. I think it's really the last empty lots we have in the village, to be honest.
Yeah, the other side of the walking trail.
Yeah.
The railroad trail.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt. I just have a question. We was talking about that, and I'm looking at this next folder, and I think Joe, I brought it up to me earlier. I know we still have to review the code, Aaron and I, for the changing provisions of the zoning in regards to site plan review and controlled site use, how it is now. I know there was one project on Orchard Street, especially this one coming in on the 22nd, and then you're talking about other ones coming in as well. Does that have to, should the village board be involved in that meeting as well, or somehow scheduled to do the site plan review? I don't know, because I don't think there's
Both
time.
of those are in the industrial zone? Well, why don't we get, can't we get the local law passed?
Oh, no, one's Greenbrier, yeah, sorry. One's Greenbrier.
Greenbrier is covered under the existing one, but these, whatever's being built on these 4 lots on Donovan Street,
So that only applies to the ones in the industrial zone?
well, the way the code is written currently, there is no site plan review for anything in the industrial zone, which is probably why in Zurich there are sewer lines built underneath the buildings. Technically, they didn't have to come in here for anything,
Right.
other than a building permit. But, so, the Donovan Street one, I would prefer
Yes.
that be held off until we get the new, I drafted the law. I was waiting for you two guys to give me some comments,
I was waiting for
and
Aaron.
it's been like, it's been a little while. The only real thing I need to know is, we talked about this, Jake, was I tacked on the stuff in there about gas stations, service stations that are real old, and I'm not sure we even need that anymore. That's really all I needed your input on, and so what you thought about that.
But yeah,
We'll get-
I know we could
we'll get that taken care of.
But yeah, we'll get that.
Because then we could get it to this board. The rest of it is pretty much modeled on the site plan review local law in the village of Fairport. And I figured Fairport, the village of Fairport looks pretty good, so they must have a good, pretty good site plan review or ordinance.
Yeah, definitely.
And I would just throw out this controlled site permit, which I've never heard of done anywhere other than in the village of Webster, an animal called a controlled site permit. Because when you had a planning board, they still called it site plan review, even though technically it wasn't site plan review, it was controlled site use review. So, and then it's kind of strange why you would think you would want to control uses in an industrial zone more than any other zone, but that was the one that was excluded. So it's just a little, another oddity of the village
have
of
so many.
Webster local laws.
I just want to clean up the comprehensive plan. That was all.
Well, the village should undertake a
The town is behind up there.
comprehensive plan. It's long
Long.
past time to do that.
You'll be set.
Yeah, Orchard Street's busy right now, 4th Street, Donovan, there's a lot of projects going on right now down there. The new businesses coming into, that former plant that was there.
Mhm.
And Belforth's, project plus the old, where the old antique center was, 150 Orchard. Yeah, stop work order right now, but
Well, and
they will
that's the area
get going.
that Matt Chatfield's applied for a
Yes.
planning grant for. So we're going to be approving all these new things and without the benefit of having all this planning, and there won't be any land left to plan for after all these other things get done.
Unless buildings are torn down and redeveloped.
It's,
And there's a lot of there that could be.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, so,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, along with, back to this MS4 stormwater stuff, there's gonna be a lot of training that's gonna be needed on my part, so that's gonna be coming down the schedule, because this, Jake will tell you, this is a lot. So like I said, I'll reiterate, well, I can have you through there. I appreciate it as help, but, And you guys do all, I think everybody has a report from that, and the mayor did have to sign that to be sent in for tomorrow, so, yeah.